indicates the true nature of these unfathomable dharmas, through emptiness, or signlessness, or wishlessness, or through these being unaffected, unproduced, without birth, without any positivity. It is quite impossible such a bodhisattva, which is endowed with such pure cognition, could either fall into the unaffected, or become intimate with anything belonging to the triple world. This cannot possibly be. Irreversibility. A bodhisattva is asked by another bodhisattva wanting to win full enlightenment, over which dharmas does one come to consummation of realization? What kind of aspiration does one form in one's mind, aspirations which enable a bodhisattva to not settle in realization of emptiness, or signlessness, or wishlessness, or unaffectedness, or non-production, or non-positivity, but to go on developing perfection of wisdom? As the answering bodhisattva answers, just emptiness is attended to, just signlessness, just wishlessness, just unaffectedness, just non-production, just no birth, just non-positivity, and does not make manifest this production of the thought of the non-abandonment of all beings, or not manifest or indicate skill in means in this answer, one can know this bodhisattva is not in irreversibility predicted to full enlightenment by the Tathagatas previously. This one does not indicate this special dharma of an irreversible bodhisattva, i.e. the non-abandonment of all beings, does not make much of this, does not make this manifest, does not wisely know this, does not include this in one's answer, and does not induce others to enter into this stage of skill in means which is the true stage of an irreversible bodhisattva. Subhuti. And how can a bodhisattva, in regard to this question, be regarded as irreversible? The Lord, one is known as an irreversible bodhisattva as, whether one hears this perfection of wisdom or not, one hits upon the correct answer. Subhuti. Here are many who course towards enlightenment, but a few only could give the correct answer. The Lord, as few only are these bodhisattvas which are predicted to this irreversible stage on which this cognition is possible. But these who are predestined for it, these give the correct answer. One can be sure that these have planted splendid wholesome roots in the past, and the whole world, with its gods, persons and asuras, cannot possibly and ultimately overwhelm these dream experiences and the mark of irreversibility. So, as a bodhisattva even dreams and beholds, all dharmas are like a dream, but does not realize this experience, regarding it as final, so too this is known as the irreversible mark of an irreversible bodhisattva. This is another mark, as even in dreams, neither the level of Sravaka disciple nor Pratyekabuddha, nor anything which belongs to any triple world, is seen or known as an object of any longing, or appears advantageous. It is another mark, as even in dreams, one sees oneself as a Tathagata, in the middle of an assembly of many hundreds of thousands of nayutas of kodis of persons, seated in a circular hall with a peaked roof, surrounded by a community of monks, revered by the community of bodhisattvas, demonstrating dharma. It is another mark, as, even in dreams, one rises into the air and demonstrates dharma to beings, as one perceives the halo round the Buddha, one conjures up monks who go into different directions to fulfill the functions of Buddhas on other world systems and demonstrate dharma here. Even as one dreams, one has such perceptions. It is another mark as one dreams and remains unafraid when a village, town, city, or kingdom is sacked, or sees a huge conflagration spreading, or sees wild beasts or other offensive animals, or one's head is about to be cut off, or as one is subjected to other great fears and terrors, and also one sees these fears and terrors to which other beings are subjected. In no case do fear and terror arise in one such as this, and one remains unafraid. And immediately as one awakes from this dream, reflects how like a dream is all this which belongs to any triple world. And in this sense should I demonstrate dharmas, as one which demonstrates dharma correctly. It is again another mark of irreversibility as a bodhisattva, on seeing in dreams the beings which are in these hells, reflects, thus as in this Buddha field are no states of woe at all. This also is known as a mark of an irreversible bodhisattva, as never having to be reborn in such states of woe. And how does one know here are no states of woe in a Buddha field of any particular bodhisattva? As a bodhisattva, on seeing in dreams the beings reborn in the hells, as animals, or as pretas, sets up mindfulness and a Buddha field without such states of woe, this is known as the mark which shows one can never again need to be reborn in the states of woe. Also, a bodhisattva may dream a prophetic dream to the effect that a town or village is on fire, and as one wakes up considers thusly, the attributes, tokens, and signs in these dreams are the attributes, tokens, and signs which an irreversible bodhisattva bears in mind. This truth, as of utterance of this truth, let this town fire or village fire, which is taking place here, be appeased, cooled, extinguished. As the fire is extinguished, one can know this bodhisattva is predicted to full enlightenment by Tathagatas in this past. As it is not extinguished, one should know this is not so predicted. Again, Subhuti, if instead of being appeased, this conflagration passes beyond all bounds and spreads from house to house, from road to road, one should know this bodhisattva has in some past collected karma consisting in refusal of dharma, conducive to weakness and wisdom, or specific abilities to maintain a state of naturalness. From this refusal and conductivity results karma, which led to this experience in this present life, i.e., to this distress at being unable to control this fire, which is just a result of karma left over from refusal of dharma. For, as is known, a bodhisattva's past lives condition the absence or presence of the mark of irreversibility later on. A bodhisattva which succeeds in controlling this fire is, on this other hand, born in mind as irreversible. Irreversibility, and the magical power of veracity. And now Subhuti, are demonstrated attributes, tokens and signs by which an irreversible bodhisattva is born in mind. Listen well and attentively to this teaching. Subhuti, so be it, O Lord, speak on. The Lord, as a person, man or woman, boy or girl, is seized or possessed by a ghost, a bodhisattva, which comes across one such as this, performs this act of truth, and says, as it is true by Tathagatas of this past, and it is true these intentions are perfectly pure, to the extent this attention to this is perfectly pure, to this extent I leave behind thoughts of Sravaka Disciples and Pratyekabuddhas. It is this nature, to reveal full enlightenment. Not to not reveal full enlightenment. Just revealing full enlightenment. Here is nothing which the Buddhas and Lords which reside in countless world systems do not cognize, see, feel and fully know. These Buddhas and Lords which know this earnest intention also reveal full enlightenment. As this is truth, as this is utterance of truth, may this one depart which seizes and possesses this person with this ghostly seizure. So, as a result of these words of this bodhisattva, if this ghost does not depart, one can know the bodhisattva has not had one's prediction yet, but as this being departs, one can know this bodhisattva has this prediction to full enlightenment. End chapter 20.